Hey guys, that was actually supposed to be a photo, but it's a video. Kind of see where I'm at a very sorrowful looking piece of property. Oops, let me go this way. That has changed a lot. That is empty now. But right now, let me do a pretty good zoom in about like that. Just the new equipment, guys. I was just taking some photos. And we get to see some likely candidates in behind that machine and off in this area and stuff. Check out all those dark areas right there. I'll do a little bit of a zoom back. A little bit clearer of the picture. Clearer. And like this, and then I'm going to bring it back towards the machine there and set it down. Just want you to get a good view of what's going on here. Because I like especially behind the machine there myself. Let's see if I can balance this here. I'll do it like that. There we go. Give this a little bit different of an angle too. I'm going to change my hand position here because I am partly holding. On my nice wand, but I'm also partly holding it. Okay, so that's the full zoom. This way we can make out logs well. Let me try the, there we go, we're just going lighter for a bit. Then I'm going to move it up. This gives us different comparisons of contrast in the dark areas that we search. And we research. Care to know what's going on in the dark shadows. So this is my new piece of equipment, and oops, okay, let's go this way. So we can see the guys up in the trees, the smaller ones. There's lots in the trees. And there's lots in the middle of the trees. And there's a lot at the base of the trees. My research is in there, guys, deep now. I'm going to have to start saying some stuff that I'm going to get unbelievably judged. I want to talk to my father first before I really start going into it and see if he gets any feedback or anything like that on what's going on. Nobody tells him anything, nobody knows anything, nobody's watching. I just don't want my dad to be being fed malarkey. I'd rather him hear it right from my mouth if he needs to know stuff. So I'm going to kind of go center here now. Right about there, center. I'm just curious what that's all about. Yeah, I moved it off because the knowledge you got to realize that you're playing around with is they get very precise on their answers. They're always trying to figure out if there's an evolving of their answer even. So in other words, say I'm filming like this today and I film different tomorrow. They'll be trying to figure out what that expression and difference that they're noticing might mean. I'm going to do a farther back like this, guys, because this will be a really clear pixel now. And what you can do is you can zoom this bit. So I'm going to do a move here. So you can zoom this bit, giving it a good change. Size of the pile already, they just started. One or two drops in the bucket there had gone through. And then you've gotten to see the rest of what he's done. It's just what they would call the garbage wood, I guess. And you can see piles of it all over the place. Through around there and stuff. And they'll use it on the side, basically. This beautiful piece of property has been destroyed because we didn't leave anything in it. That's why it's been destroyed. It's not been destroyed so much that why are we doing this? I'll tell you right now, look, just look in the background here. We have absolutely no issues with trees. No issues at all. We could take the Canadian trees and probably fulfill the full tree market of the world if we had a good managing system going. Especially with our new knowledge that we're going to be learning in here. I'm telling you guys, like, it's just mind-blowing. Like, I don't know in so many ways how to even get you going on the subjects. It's that mind-blowing. Like, I don't want to make the subject any more confusing for you that sit there and go, why is he always waiting to tell us the full... I've added to the fuller things. I've added to tell you that these beings that are on Earth, that we're scouting right now, have an energy of either it's a glowing source of energy or it's an actual electrical energy, but I don't think it's an electrical energy. That's one of the things I wanted to share here. That's what I'm going to tell you is last night I was really playing around with one of the ones that is doing the glowing energy. Really shining it at me and twinkling it around and all that kind of stuff. And as much as I would stare at it, and there was never a backing down from it and stuff, it's almost like, see back there, where are we? Let's see if I can see it. Yeah, somewhere around here we got, one of the whatchamacallit shining a lot. Be like if I kept on staring at that, and then you look over, and what's happening is the sun's coming into the picture and it's reflecting off of greenery or a barn building or something, inside of a barn building. And you know how when you're, I don't have to be that silly with it, but anyways, you know when you look at a flashlight. Hello, sir. You know, when you look at a flashlight and you sorry, I just had my thought change there for a second. You're looking at a flashlight and you look right into the light of it, even if it's one of your buddies who's walking up with it or whatever, the street light or the light on your house or whatever, and then you look into the dark and you got that white object now floating around when your eye has kind of a memory of it. It's kind of burnt into your retina for a few seconds. With these guys' energy, the glowing energy, I'm healthily looking now, and this is one that I'm sharing that I'm only in the process of trying to figure it out deeper, but I'm looking into the process just to see, like last night it would not give me any symptoms of continued, go back over here, would not give me any symptoms of continued, you know, that reflection in the dark. It wouldn't do that. It was not irritating my, or leaving that kind of a memory in my eye, or a burnt imprint for a little bit, or however you want to describe that. So you might be able to see more action, more dark area around now. And that's because they're curious about us all. And if you can get them very curious, like I have, then you can get bigger effects, basically. That's what goes on. And so what I've done is I've gotten curious enough where, to some degree, on some purposefulness, they toy with being in the video. They toy with making sounds in the video a lot of times, and I believe that in part can be because people in different places around the world will be watching this, and where these guys are comfortable enough to be close, they will be able to hear the communication through the video from their fellow mates in different countries. Yep, that's where I get to go with it. And it's very worth it. So I shared a bit of stuff there with you, and next time we'll share some more, but I want to see, you know, I want to see if anybody says anything about that. A few of my fellow friends out here, YouTube people that are watching us and stuff, learning from this and adding advice and helping this grow and all that kind of stuff. It's not like I don't appreciate you guys. I wholesomely appreciate you guys, because without you guys I don't even know if I'd still be doing this. I'm okay with just learning things and having all the information in my own head. I'm okay with doing that. And partly here I just know there's supposed to be more behind me registering this than just me getting to know the information. So I'm trying to get to the spot where I feel really comfortable on telling you everything that I've learned and where I am still going into deeperness of my research. And you guys must realize that this path does not end. In my life, I will never get to an end. And like, it's big. And at the end of the day, I really don't know how much of a friend I am. How much I am to be trusted, if that means anything. And it's likewise, I guess. So I put it in the power of God, the power of the great eternal life of whatever we're all experiencing here. I look at us like we're in a cocoon stage, like my inner beingness that makes Ian feel like Ian, and so on and so forth, and disconnects me from being the same as my dad. That's it, that is the one. That's the part of me that gets to continue on. I think it would make sense to a lot of people. And yeah, my body right now is cocoon. So I fear pain, I fear scariness, but I don't really fear death. Other than I fear what I'm leaving behind partially if I were to go today. And that's unanswered questions and such. I'd like it to not be so confusing for my children. So that's me. I'm gonna shut her down now. 16 minutes of a good video. I say that's going to be pretty good. Just get a different weird angle there. You want me to come back when the sun's coming over? Don't forget to sub, share, talk, chat, try to think about what's going on in all those deep shadows back there. Not all of them, just pick out a few. Zoom in close and start to let your mind believe if it's seeing something weird, different, movement, shape, structure, like human featured, like head, arms, legs, feet, hands. Cheerio.